Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Somebody had messaged me and they asked me to talk about funny moments that I remember when I used to do the Disney character thing in Disney. And for those of you who don't know, I used to perform Princess Jasmine. Woohoo! You guys, I'm 34 now. This is crazy. I was 21 when I got hired. How many years ago? That's like 13 years ago. So when people ask me to talk about funny moments when I was a Disney character, you're asking me to go back like 10 years. Can you go back 10 years? What do you remember? Do you remember funny moments from 10 years ago? Tell me. So I'm gonna tell you a few funny moments from my days of performing as Princess Jasmine, but please forgive me if I can't, I feel so bad that I can't remember everything as fresh as some of these girls. But let's get into this. Let's talk about it. So one of the first memories I want to talk about, first of all, the very fact that you are in Disney entertainment and working in Disney entertainment is entertainment in and of itself. Not only are you as a character entertaining people, but you're also getting entertained by your fellow cast members, because it's kind of entertaining to see your friends dressed up like Cinderella or Snow White. It's kind of like, especially when you get hired initially, it's kind of funny, Of course, you kind of get over it, but maybe there's a little part of you that never quite gets over it. So Princess Jasmine and I was performing as Pocahontas this particular day. For those of you who don't know, I used to also do Pocahontas, and Pocahontas used to be in Magic Kingdom during the years that I worked there in 2005. They were testing out having Pocahontas at Magic Kingdom. So I would be over there, and my break room was with the girl who was performing Princess Jasmine in Magic Kingdom that day, and the Aladdin characters, which Princess Jasmine was my favorite character to be, so I was kind of like, oh man, I have to be Pocahontas, but I made the best of it, We always had fun in our break rooms, and in the break room, there was a wall of a giant mirror. There might have been a counter where we could do makeup or stuff like that, and then it was one of those classic mirrors with the big bulbs. It was very old school, kind of classic Hollywood type mirror or whatever. And there were sofas in our break room and TVs, and we used to watch DVDs and just play music, and we would just laugh and kind of have a party in our break room, essentially. Because you want to keep the characters happy, right? Because we're there bringing and giving happiness, but also we felt like we needed to be feeding ourselves happiness and joy in the break room. So it was always kind of like a party, and it was almost kind of like a costume party in a way, because, okay, back to the point, Jenny, stay on track. It was kind of like a costume party, but anyway, so we used to wear these big blue smocks, and my friend took a video, the one who was doing Princess Jasmine. I don't want to say her name. She and I are still friends. But anyway, so she was filming me, and this is back before, and she actually put this video on MySpace, which was before Facebook. But MySpace wasn't the kind of thing where stuff could go viral so much. Facebook and Twitter and all that and YouTube, I feel like they were the pioneers of things going viral. But MySpace didn't really have the whole ability to, anyway, the point is she posted the video on social media, but social media wasn't a thing back then, so I don't know. Anyways, it was about to become a thing. But anyway, Jenny, stay focused. So then, so she was filming me, and I had on the blue smock that you wear to cover your outfit so that you don't spill something on it, because we used to eat and drink in the break rooms and everything. And we were jumping on the sofa, and this particular day, yeah, so two 20-something-year-olds and one of our friends, Tabitha Peters. Shout out to Tabitha if you're watching this. But so we were just laughing, and we had this ball. Oh, and the Woody character and Jessie. Woody and Jessie characters were in our break room. Some show that they used to do was downstairs, and they used to come into our break room and hang out with us. But it was the Woody's tomato. He had this gummy tomato that when you would throw it at the wall or something, it would stick to the wall and fall down. And for me, it's probably not really funny for you guys, but I don't know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably not that funny to others, but it was funny and hysterical to us. Like, I wish I could have showed you the video. I was like jumping on the sofas and we were laughing. It was just hysterical. I just remember that we were like jumping on the sofas and we were like throwing the tomato at the mirror, that big mirror with the light bulbs, and then it would like slowly roll down, and we were just laughing like stupid little children essentially. And we would go and we would get the tomato and we'd run back to the sofa and we would bounce and we would throw it, except that I got like super into this and I was like, I don't remember exactly what I was saying. I was just like so crazy, like acting like a crazy person, and I was like winding up the pitch to like throw this tomato. Gosh, I wish I knew what like, it was like the things that we were saying were like so dumb, but we were laughing to like the point of crying. And I just remember like winding up the pitch to throw this tomato and going smack on the mirror, and the tomato combusted on the mirror, and my friend like lost it. She just lost it. And I think the Woody was really sad, actually. The guy who was playing Woody was like, she just totally killed my tomato. But we called it the tomato incident, and it was so funny to watch and see that we put it on she posted it on MySpace. And again, this is before Disney even realized that social media was gonna become a thing. Like, I don't think anyone was prepared for social media. So of course, a video like that would not fly today. You could get fired, but because it was like behind the scenes. But I guess to see like Pocahontas jumping on the sofa all crazy and me winding up the pitch and like throwing this tomato that we had been, I don't know, it probably doesn't sound funny to you guys, but it was really funny to us. So that's kind of stupid funny. But okay, let me try another one. Maybe you'll think this is funnier. So the next funny moment that I had at Disney that sticks out to me is this guy who spoke Creole. All I know is that he was from Louisiana and he had no teeth. He might have had one or two. And I apologize to anybody watching this who maybe they're related to somebody who likes this. But I was not used to seeing people with no teeth. And this man was like old and bald, and he had a giant bowl full of jelly. He was kind of like, he wasn't quite Santa Claus, I wouldn't say, but he walked up to the Aladdin character and I in line. And this was at Epcot when we used to stand like right by the lake. And he walked up to us, and no joke, he starts going, like literally, that's how he sounded to me. I know he was speaking Creole, but we weren't quite sure. Like, somebody said he was from Louisiana. I want to say the greeter said he was from Louisiana. Let me reenact his speech to you again. Like literally, that's how he was talking to us. He was dead serious. And mind you, the Aladdin and I were trying to keep it together, like our faces. We were like, oh, like, what do you say to somebody who literally talks like that? Like that, and that's why I don't want to offend anyone. Like, I'm not trying to make fun. If you do have a relative and you're from Louisiana and you know that the speech is hard to discern, maybe he was speaking, yeah, I mean, and that's why I think the Aladdin, and that's why I think he was speaking Creole. I don't think he was speaking our language, but that is how it sounded. Like, literally, what did I...
Me tug dog out. Me tug dog out. I get right there, now we win a kind of fuck all we go. That way I get book all that man.
Are you serious? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have any words, but it was really funny because he just kept on going. He kept on going, and I didn't know what to say. I think we just were like, oh, and then we would ask another question. Like, so are you having fun? Oh, okay. Well, have you been to Hollywood Studios? Like, literally, that's how he would reply. And so we were like, well, let's just get a picture. So you just kind of keep on going, like he's totally, you know, like, I guess we just pretended like we knew what he was saying, even though we had no idea. Like, you know, usually people who are from different countries, if they don't speak the language, they at least acknowledge to you, oh, no, speak English or whatever. But this guy just kept going in his Creole speech. But like, part of me thought that maybe it's because he had no teeth. Like, I saw one tooth and then there was like large gaps and then there would be another tooth over there. So maybe it was just the fact that he had no teeth, and so that's why it was hard to discern. But like, even though he was supposed to be speaking Creole, like, it wasn't, like, I couldn't even make out words. So anyway, so that's another story. Maybe that's funny to you. It was funny to me. Okay, that's something. So the next funny memory that I have, and you guys might not think this is funny, but so when I used to work at Epcot, in the break room, we used to watch movies, and we used to break with the Moroccan band. I remember that. So it was like all these musicians, like a large group of musicians, and then the Aladdin characters, the genie, and everybody, Jafar. Anyway, I brought in my movie called Bride and Prejudice, and not to be confused with Pride and Prejudice. This was a Bollywood movie. It was Bride and Prejudice. If you have not seen that movie, you need to go see Bride and Prejudice. Watch it. Go find it on Netflix or Amazon Prime. Go watch this movie. There's this scene with this girl who does some kind of snake dance, and I will try to reenact it for you to the best of my ability. But I used to do this dance and I knew it much better. Mind you, we're going back 10 years. I used to perform this dance in the break room while this movie was going on for all of the other cast members to see. And the Aladdin that I used to work with, he especially loved it. And he especially thought it was the funniest thing. And so together, like, I guess it was just funny to me how much he would laugh at me. And so I used to do the dance for him, and he would just crack up like crazy laughter. And so it became a thing, because even when I would be visiting the park, like with my family, and he was working, even if I didn't get in line, and he would just see me from the distance in the crowd, and he would be like, he would wave to me like he saw me, because I'd be looking at him. But then I used to like do a move from the snake dance. I would go ksh, and he would like lose it on set. So it was just something like funny between us, I guess. But let me try to reenact it for you.
The cobra dance.
So it was like, it was like some kind of cobra snake, and then I used to fall to the floor. So I used to do the snake dance, and he really liked it. So that is a funny memory for me. Another funny memory, and this did not happen to me directly, it happened to one of the Aladdins, but it was just so funny to me that I thought I would share. So one of the Aladdins that I used to work with, he said that one time a guy came up to him with like a peg or a prosthetic leg, and the man was like, "Sir, Aladdin, I would really like you to sign my leg." And it was this prosthetic leg, and one of the things that you're not allowed to do as a character is to sign people's body parts. Like, you can't sign hands and arms and things. So he's like, "I'm sorry, sir, we're not allowed to sign body parts," or, you know, And he's like, but it's like a prosthetic leg, it's not my body part. And he's like, I'm sorry, it's part of your body, it's attached to your body. So the guy literally went down and went like, and like took it off and like handed him the leg and said, there, it's not attached to my body anymore. Please sign this leg. And I think he actually did sign the prosthetic leg once it wasn't attached to his body. So like, but just to hear him tell me that story, like I just lost, I was like, what? Are you freaking kidding me? Somebody did that? I don't know what I would have done if somebody would have like straight taken off their leg and given it to, because like you're not allowed to sign body parts, and this man just took off his leg. And what are you doing taking off your leg? So anyway, that was just really funny to me. Like it was more just like trippy, like funny, ironic, trippy. Like I'm still not quite over it to this day. Another funny memory that I have is I remember going with my friend April back in the day to heckle. We used to heckle the characters, or at least I would heckle the characters, and she would tag along with me, and she would laugh at the situation. But I used to go up to the Aladdin and Jasmine that would be on duty, and I used to say things like, oh, so Jasmine, how long have you and Aladdin been together? How long have you been married? When are you gonna have kids? What do you want to name your kids? Do you want a boy or a girl? Or like questions, or even other random like crazy, I don't even remember what crazy questions. By the way, I have a noisy pug dog in the background, so if you hear like snorting or anything like that, it's my pug. So anyway, but I just remember like asking questions like, why is your best friend a monkey? Or then I would like go over to a Cinderella that I knew, or an Ariel, and like ask crazy questions like to Cinderella, why do you talk to mice? Or why are mice your best friend? Or like, just, I think I did ask like awkward romantic questions. Like I think even with the Aladdin and Jasmine, I asked something about like their pet names for each other, I want to say, and they like didn't know what to say, or they were like, oh my gosh, Jen. I don't know if they hated me secretly or if they thought it was funny. I think they thought it was funny too, because they would be kind of laughing with me, and I knew these people backstage, you know, like outside off of set or whatever. We were friends, and so, or at least most of them anyway. But I always had a lot of fun heckling the characters and making their jobs like awkward. And so it was just kind of fun. It kind of broke up the monotony of the day if you had like something awkward or weird happen, because a lot of the job can be super repetitive. And so if you have some kind of crazy person come up to you, it gives you a story to tell or something different. So, but yeah, so I used to ask like crazy questions to Cinderella. I liked heckling Cinderella and the Aladdin characters the most, I think. So, yeah. Because I think my friend April, her favorite was Cinderella, so we used to go meet Cinderella, and then my favorites were Aladdin and Jasmine, so we used to go heckle them. So that was, I don't know, so that was a funny memory for me. But yeah. So I hope that you found some of these memories of mine to be funny also, and that you were able to see the humor in some of them. It might have been one of those you had to be there kind of thing, like inside jokes, but hopefully you kind of felt it. I really wish I could play you the video of the tomato incident. I don't know if my friend still has it or not. I want to say she had it on her phone at one point. I don't know. It's lost somewhere. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining. Please like this video if you liked it. Share this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.